4.5 games back, or what? Yeah, that's what it was going into that series. And then what the Rays did to him was awesome. I think now it's just can you sustain it? What's the vibe going to be like under center? Yeah. But last week's series was bigger.
I just find today is the first time I have said since probably 1993. Isn't it great that baseball is 162 games long and they play almost every night?
Yeah. Because game 98, like for the last 22 years, you've been going, come on, get it over.
It'd be like, isn't it terrible that baseball is 162?
When I was watching the Jays, yesterday was the game, it was day, it was like 4-2, it was like, oh man, Charles Osuna does this thing. I thought, oh, that second, it was like a second out, but, you know, Osuna, he was kind of shaky, but hey, he shaked it off, and he got the save. I thought, like, man, I thought he was gonna blow. I thought, like, oh my God, don't blow, so don't blow, don't screw up. But hey, this Osuna guy, this Rose picture for Toronto Blue Jays has continued ever since he was brought into the team. I'm like, man, this guy. At 20 years old, I thought, man, this guy is going to be, he's the future of Toronto Blue Jays. But this guy, wait till he's going to be the Blue Jays for a long time. He's their future closer. But they also have Jerry Hawkins, who's the journeyman, but he was somebody like probably just something like a Rose, like, man, this guy, he's got a lot of riding on the line. Every game we get a chance to close the game.
The game, right? And right? Yeah, and that's the part. Just keeps when you're winning. Unlike say the Raptors or Leafs, where it's a game every 2, 3, 4 nights. Yeah, it's still great, still a great ride. But man, it just keeps coming and coming. So you're trying to talk about yesterday's game and all that went on great. Now getting back to it, David Price tonight it's a wonderful sports buzz. If your baseball team is going like they've been going the best in 22 years.
Yeah, it is a really genius time. Yeah, it is.
You know, because it is.
He scored stellar. Of course, it's a good point.
Yeah, but I never thought of it like that. It's true.
About me making good points?
Oh, okay.
And by the way, according to Bodog, that's terrific.
Blue Jays are now the odds-on favorite to win it all. 4-1 now.
What, the World Series?
Yes,
World Series.
And what will
change with the wind? They change with the wind. They change with the trade.
Well, but it shows sentiment. Obviously, they change what people are betting. Do you know what it would have been at the start of the year, roughly?
It was 40-1 or something, or 50-1.
I don't know if it was that high.
When Aaron Luke went in,
We'll have
So $1 million when Aaron Luke played.
Johnny look it up here. He'll get it for us by 8:30 this morning. But I believe last week, actually, after they made the trades, it went down to 10-1.
yeah. And now it's 4-1 in a week.
Now it's 4-1.
Is that more impressive than moving 7 games up on the Yankees or whatever? The fact that your odds have gone from that to that.
Well, whatever. If you're an odds-on favorite to do anything, it's still not the World Series. So I really, and you know what? Like I said, it changes with the wind, it changes with the trade, and I've always hated those things.
And
because I didn't put any money on them at the start of the year. Now I wish I did.
And here's another one for you. History says they will lose the World Series this year. They look at teams that won more than 10 games in a row. Multiple times in a single season since the live ball era began in 1920. So they go back to the Yankees of 26, Pirates of 27, and all these old school teams, the 54 Indians, the last one. All those teams lost in the World Series.
So you should have stopped at 9, is what you're saying?
No, I'll take a World Series.
Yeah, me too. Absolutely. 6:37, time for the Georgialess News.
Georgia's News, non-Georgia edition.
I love that to it. Sorry, the Blue Jays were 25-1 start the year. Big an arrow, now 4-1.
That's fair. Thank you. Hey, this whole Nick Kyrgios, Stan Wawrinka thing kind of exploded again. Nick Kyrgios fined by the ATP yesterday. The maximum $10,000 release statement saying, yeah, really sorry, shouldn't have said what I said. Here's what he said, by the way. of the greatest moments in tennis maybe ever, where he had to inform Stan Wawrinka under his breath that his buddy did some stuff with his girlfriend, and then the last part of that clip, which you didn't hear, he's like, sorry to tell you that, mate. Was he really? But you know what, here's the thing, and I wanted to point this out. So Nick Kyrgios says it, but he doesn't look at Stan Wawrinka when he says it, and Stan Wawrinka apparently didn't even know until afterwards. He said it under his breath, but the cameras caught it. Yeah. So if the camera doesn't catch it, we're not having this conversation, which I'm glad the cameras caught it, because this is a great company.
Of course, the microphone caught it. Yeah. And afterwards, as I said, they wanted to they duked it out, or he wanted to duke it out in the.
It got hot.
Yeah. Right. They had to call in other tennis players and officials and masseuses to break it up.
Yeah. Sweet.
But as you mentioned, though, that's just today's sports landscape, right?
Yeah.
I mean, guys could have been talking dirty smack like this years ago, but nobody's catching it. Everybody's on Twitter, and there's always camera angles. Right? We don't know what Connor said to McEnroe back in the day. He could have said worse.
Well, it's still being said in team sports.
Absolutely.
You know, just because it's
you get in a corner with a guy in hockey, you know they're not saying excuse me for the puck, right?
Well, yeah, exactly. And there's great stuff you can catch on that, but this compares to golf, right? That's the only two, right? Comparable.
The only thing that really pissed me off about this entire exchange, the only thing that really got me going, the only thing that really put a charge into me, is that Canadians acted very un-Canadian-like yesterday, and I'll tell you why. But, however, this is Montreal.
Yeah, the whole thing that has been dealing with the one company, that's what's been advertising for that Dennis thing. You know, I think that guy should have just kept his mouth shut and not say anything and get you in the hot water. But no, you know, a little expression where it's also sweet. My head, like the guy, he is what was supposed to get fined by tennis. That's just kind of like, I think, old wounds with it.
This is how they responded yesterday when Kyrgios plays in his next round against John Isner. He got destroyed by Isner, by the way, so he's out actually the Roger show. But these are Canadians not appreciating the brilliance, which is Nick Kyrgios. Come on. You don't boo the guy.
Gentleman's sport.
That was the most exciting Montreal's been in probably 100 years.
And he's just giving a tennis colleague a heads up. Like, I mean, you know, I'm sure he's reevaluating his life, you know, a little bit, going, wow, that's
true, too.
That's
right?
valid info if it is true.
What if it's true? Do you think Stan's first phone call after he got back to the hotel was to his girlfriend, Donna? He's like, hey, listen, I heard something today. Just wondering. And if it's true, you're right. He did him a favor. Sorry, and he said sorry, didn't he? At the end of it? Sorry to tell you that, mate. Got to tell you.
Yeah, I was helping him out.
Yeah. We're good at chance. Sorry to tell you that, mate. 2. So, this is interesting. You know, if you drop your cell phone underneath the road, you drop your cell phone?
Yeah, you told me this one. Yes, I dropped my cell phone, and I don't think I'll pick it up ever again anywhere when I drop my cell phone now.
Yeah, you know when a coroner's involved in the story with a dropped cell phone, it didn't turn out well. Coroner says the man entered the restricted area in Ohio's Cedar Point Amusement Park to look for a cell phone that he dropped after he was on the actual ride and was then subsequently killed by said roller coaster. Coroner said a dude in his 40s went into the fenced area, was looking for his phone, and it was the ride called the Raptor. Deadly. Back in the prehistoric age and today.
Was he able to push the emergency button?
No, not in time.
It's not deadly in the playoff.
And apparently he hasn't been identified yet, which is also not good news, right? Because that thing must have been really cooking. That thing was humming.
There's a reason there's restricted areas.
Yeah,
in rockets.
Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna go find. Apparently he reached over to grab his phone, and the very same time the 60-mile-an-hour Raptor came, boom, whizzing by, and lost your uncle. Let it go, man. Let it go. I did that once. It was my cell phone, my keys. I was in the IKEA. I dropped my keys in the urinal.
Are they still there?
My nightmare. No. So I went into the kitchenware section, retrieved a pair of tongs, salad tongs, and then I went down into the IKEA urinal, and I pulled them out and sprayed them with Purell and wrapped them in towels. Then I went and put the tongs back.
Oh, I'll never eat salad again. Oh my God. I never allowed to go back to IKEA ever again.
Oh, that's great.
A group of workers finish off your Georgia's News at a Days Inn. If you're planning on going to Tampa, don't stay at the Days Inn on Fletcher Avenue, really. They claim they're facing discrimination and other hardships on the job. Apparently, an employee said she was forced to flip over a mattress where a guest had died in preparation for the next day's check-in.
Well, how else did they roll the dead person off the bed? I don't see the problem.
Yeah, well,
It's good business.